You know, I had a question for Sheikh Wahaj from problem solving. I feel a bit silly asking it now, but I will still ask that question, no doubt. But I do want to ask Mufti Menk yourself actually a question, continuing it slightly, because something you said was very interesting about when you ask the question, the route through asking the question. And I guess outside of the couple, there's often quite a few different people involved potentially in a marriage situation. And sometimes you may be asked about someone else with regards to marriage. In that situation, how truthful should you be? What should you do? Like, you know,
we have a problem in the ummah because I am taught when someone wants to do business with another or someone wants to marry another and they ask me for a reference, I have to be brutally honest. But the fact is, they will go and tell those people that I said this and this about them, so now it's going to be disastrous for my relation. So many people just say, please don't ask me. And they know a lot about it. So we've got a double-edged sword here. In reality, you're supposed to be brutally honest. And you're supposed to say, listen, I don't think it's a good idea, or I think it's a good idea. And if you don't want to word it that way, you can say, look, maybe this person might have changed, but they've been in X, Y, and Z. The last time I knew, this is what happened in front of my eyes, and so on. Or you could say, look, I've heard a lot. I've done this. I've heard so much about this person, but I have never seen any of those things. So best you find out from someone who might have seen it. You see, so that's a way of just warning them. Because I've found we've got so many problems in the ummah. A lot of the times, the parents of people who have already decided to get married, they're just pushing their parents into submission. They're coming to you and saying, what do you think of this guy? They just want a rubber stamp validation for it. And you know this is a disaster. But unfortunately, it's already happening. You know, a month or two later, you see the couple come together, they look at you, they ignore you, and they walk on, and you know what happened. Because you told the father something, and the father told them that you told them that in order to try and get them to break it. And they didn't. But then 3 years later, they come to you and say, we're not getting on. Well, I thought I told your dad that a few years ago. But so we're facing a disaster. A lot of people are not honest. When someone asks you, what do you know of this brother, you know, for marriage purposes, they won't say it to you because they feel that, you know, why should I tell you? But that's not Islam. But then again, when they do tell you, is it Islam to go and sell them out and let the people know, look, I was told this by this person. It was just an amana. So we've got to deal with both sides of that. If you want me to tell you a fact, you've got to protect the confidence here. It's like the scholars. When people used to go to the scholars with their problems, the whole village knew about what they were going through. So they stopped going to the scholars. So who do they go to? They go to someone else. And that's why we always tell the scholars that, you know what? Someone's come to you with problems, you dare even breathe a word at home. They shouldn't know what's gone on. That's an amana. You take it to your grave. Unless they would like you to let someone know, or unless it's so dangerous and disastrous that you have to let someone know. Allahu A'lam.
Jazakallah, Sheikh.